Let's talk about the crossover technique. I learned this from Jack Peterson. I thought it was really something cool, and it can double your chords instantly. So crossing over is a term that, as I said, I learned from Jack Peterson. So if I take an everyday G minor 7 chord, 6-string root, and I'll move my fingers out of the way for you. I'm just fingering bar with the first finger on the 3rd fret, and my 3rd finger is on the 5th fret of the 5th string. Now to cross it over, the first thing I do is I just move all my fingers to the next set of strings towards the floor. So I move this finger to the 5th string, this finger to the 4th string. So I've crossed over all the notes to the next set of strings. The next thing you have to do with the crossover is whatever note is on the 2nd string, and my bar is on the 2nd string, I have to make that note 1 fret higher this way, 1 fret higher. So the only way to do that is to actually add a finger. So I'm going to put my 2nd finger on the 2nd string, and what the crossover is going to do is whatever chord quality, minor, major, dominant 7, whatever, when I cross it over and adjust the 2nd string up 1 fret, it's going to give me the same quality chord. So if I just cross over the G minor 7 without doing the crossover, without adding the 2nd string, making it higher 1 fret or sharp, it's not going to be the same chord. It doesn't sound the same. But when I add the 2nd string, I now have a root 5 minor 7 chord. If I cross it over again, I just take all my fingers, move them to the next set of strings. Now I have one thing I have to do. I have to make whatever note is on the 2nd string 1 fret higher or make it sharp. In order to do this, I'm going to have to come up with a different fingering. So I'm now going to, there's two ways to do this. I'm going to put my 4th finger where my 3rd finger is. I'm going to put my 2nd finger where my 3rd finger was, and my 3rd finger on the 1st string. So now I have this voicing, which is a root 4 minor 7 voicing. I can also flatten my 2nd finger and play it. A lot of people have a hard time doing that. So I'm going to take now a dominant 7 chord. Here's G7. Okay. I'm going to cross it over. My rule says whatever note's on the 2nd string has to be raised 1 fret. So now I'm going to have to add my little finger, pick this one up, and now I have a C7 chord. And we've been doing some of these chords in class. Now to cross this over, I move everything towards the floor, 1 set of strings, and whatever note is on the 2nd string I have to raise. So I'm going to put this finger here. Now I have a 4th string root dominant 7 chord. So you can kind of double your chord voicings with this technique instantly. The reason we have to adjust the 2nd string up 1 fret is because the way we tune the guitar. If you notice, when we tune the guitar, we start on the 5th string and we compare the notes, then we go to the 5th string, then we go to the 5th string. But when we do the 2nd string, we go back 1 fret, so it's actually tuned differently. Hope this helps.